Chapter 9. Okay, slackers, everyone up. It's 0300. We have a mission briefing in 30 minutes and then we head out. Pack for a major fight. The team begins to roll out of bed and grab their gear. Team members could be seen pulling out their knives and body armor as they began to get ready. At 0320, Mike was looking over Variax when Trigger came by. This one's going to be rough. Be prepared to act independent of your orders if we get into trouble. You're my ace in the hole. Micah looked at Trigger in the eyes and smiled. Just whistle and I'll come running. Don't wait too long to call me in. I have my own ace in the hole. You be careful out there. Now let's go get to the briefing. Micah and Trigger walked towards the briefing room where the team had first met. Looking around the briefing room, the team is noticeably smaller than the first time. Now only Micah, Trigger, Aces, Stony, Sparks, Tipper, Fish, and Joker remain from the original 11-person team. As the commander entered, the team snapped to attention. At ease, take your seats. If you look at the screen, you can see the enemy has made a major movement on our largest mine in the northern province, just across the border from their territory. We have been expecting this move and have positioned forces at the 6 major mine entrances. There is a minor entrance here. Since it's the furthest south entrance to the mine, we don't expect an attack there, but this will be your position to defend. If they get entrance from this position, it will put our major forces into dangerous positions. However, since planners have seen no movement towards your designated area, we have put all resources into protecting the other positions. You will be transported in, but there will be no relief until we have stopped them at the main entrances and pushed them back. Good luck, and take whatever ammo and gear you think you need. Any questions? Looking around the room, no one had anything to say. Trigger, you can take over. The commander closed his briefing book and proceeded to leave the room. A new view appears on the screen with an up-close image of the area around the mine entrance that they are to protect. What you see is a close-up of our area. I have marked where I need each of you to cover. I want launchers here, here, and here, with spread rockets. I want to place anti-personnel mines in these areas to cover any attack paths. Micah, I need you back here. Take a place to park and scan for the attack placements. Everyone, place your wrist computers on channel 6, scramble mode 9, to receive Micah's broadcasts. We need to place explosives at the mine entrance in case they get through us. I want it to trigger on channel 3, scramble mode 2. Any questions? Okay, let's get packing. Lift off in 40 minutes. The team rose as one and headed out of the room. The transport is off to one side. The main team loaded up and began to scan gear loadout. They began checking their computer communications along with their voice communications. As was their habit, each came over to give Micah a hug before boarding the transport. Micah climbed into Variax and guided her ship out of the hangar to the pad. She gave a thumbs up to Trigger as the transport lifted off the ground to a vertical takeoff. Moments later, Micah lifted off vertically in her ship. The two ships began to head north in the early morning dark. The transport settled to the ground just outside the mine entrance. The team dismounted and began to pull out boxes and stack them. As the boxes were removed, the transport took off as Micah continued to circle the sky over the small mine entrance. Her screen transmitted to the team situational awareness showing the main forces 20 clicks to the north and movement by the enemy forces towards the main mine entrance where the main forces waited. The team was busy setting up traps and launchers while the mine entrance had charges being set up as a backup. Once the team had prepared, Trigger released Micah. Okay, Lightning Eyes, we are set here. Go settle into your treetop. Roger, squad leader. Lightning eye is going to treetops. Micah's ship headed to the west, to her designated position. The team settled in and watched as the enemy was engaged at the main mine entrances up north. Their risk computers showed the red enemy and blue protect forces engaged. As they watched, Micah's scanning showed a splinter from the main enemy forces began to break off and head in the team's direction. The numbers were large and covered a number of clicks in area. By late afternoon, the main battle showed the enemy surges are wearing down the protection force. Micah is tuned into the command channel when she hears a message. This is a level 3 warning. Enemy forces broke through, opening to the mine entrance at location N45. Micah looked at her sensor screens. It shows red dots moving towards the marked entrance as blue dots disappear. Micah is speaking to herself as she is working over the complex control system in front of her. She glances at pictures of each of the team while she works. The mine entrance where the breakthrough occurred is close to the team's small mine entrance. Damn, they couldn't have heard this. Hell with protocol, I have to let them know. Squad leader, warning. Breakthrough at N45. You can be in a squeeze. Understand, Lightning. Preparing to close the back door. Micah continued to talk with herself as the screen showed a surge towards the squad's position. The force is far too large for the squad to handle. There's no one but me to help them. Damn you guys. How can I help you? I've lived with you. I've trained with all of you. Love you all. I have to give information to show the enemy's position before the enemy identifies your locations, but transmitting will help identify your locations. With no support in the area, only I can save you. You're fast getting into a no-win situation. Suddenly, Variac's sensors intercepted and decoded an enemy message. We will be blowing through the mine exit and will hit any defenders from the rear. Prepare to surge the frontal attack. Micah mutters under her breath. It's now or never. After all, I designed this ship, and Trigger told me to go on my gut. She quickly pulled up the display and reviewed the enemy's growing placements. Micah reached over to the drive controls, began to power up the engines and lift it off. At the same time, she starts to play with the transmitter and control panels, preparing the systems and lifting the craft into high-speed flight configuration. Micah reached over and activated the crypto radio system. This is Lightning. Get your radiation suits on and prepare to be picked up. It's going to be cramped. Shed and destroy your gear as you enter. Hang on, I will be there in a moment. Enemy closing in on the back gate. Out. Her focus took over. She had to concentrate. Her hands blazing across Varex's panels, her craft picked up speed, dodging between locations where the sensors identified enemy positions. Nearing a canyon, heading to the pickup zone, there were no gaps to dash through. To survive, Micah needed to have a surprise and speed on her side. Her ship bounced and swerved as her hands directed powerful radiation beams to the enemy target points. Explosions and fires erupted wherever a beam struck. The battlefield exploded at what appeared to be random points, with the radiation rays reaching out to destroy. On Micah's display, the life tracker's lights blinked out as the team's defense points were being heavily attacked. First Fish, then Stony. She coaxed Variax to continue to pick up speed, ignoring safety over the need for speed. Tipper's lights blinked out. Micah heard an enemy broadcast. Enemy ship approaching mine entrance at high speed. Focus anti-air to take it down. The enemy attempted launches against her ship, weapons projectiles being thrown in a concentrated effort to bring her ship down. Between her magic with the controls and the automated response systems, nothing approached close to the fast maneuvering vessel. Some projectiles were being launched too late as they underestimated the speed. Others missed due to quick maneuvering of the nimble ship. The rest were destroyed by the powerful radiation beam. Well, folks, we've reached the end of the chapter. Click the link to continue listening to the story.
Also, be sure to smash the like and subscribe buttons so you never miss another story on Watcher in the Fall. If you enjoy our videos, please click Patreon on the front page and buy me a drink. Thank you.